9197 Wolfpack. This is your boy Tyler 9197, Witcher 9197, Black Wolf 9197, or 9197. Back with another video for you guys, and this time I'm about to go ahead and give you guys my review on Ratchet Clank Rift Apart, which y'all know is, I guess technically the first PS5 exclusive. But before I go ahead and start this video, I like to say three things real quick. First thing first, hopefully y'all having a great day today. Second, God is good all the time, so go ahead and remember that. And three, go ahead and hit the like, the bell, subscribe, and so the wolfpack can grow. Alright, enough of all that. Sorry about that. Enough of all that. Now let's go ahead and start with this review. So you guys can see I got a clip of Ratchet Clank Rift Apart on the top, so you see me kind of play the playthrough and play as the new character Rivet. But of course, like I said, this is no spoilers. This is like in the very, very early stages of the game, and the way I do my reviews, you guys don't know, I'll talk about a little bit of plot, my pros and cons, give my rating, then I'll talk about the spoiler. But of course, you know, I warn y'all so y'all don't feel like, don't spoil the game to me, because, you know, so don't worry about that. You won't get spoiled. Unless you can't watch this video close to the end and then, you know, you get spoiled. But enough of all that. Let's go ahead and talk about the plot of Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. So, guys, the best way I can just summarize it is, if you guys play any Ratchet Clank game, you kind of already know how the plot will go. So basically with this one is Ratchet and Clank are retired. They've been doing a lot of hero work for so many years, and basically for their city, it was like, I forgot, Nutropolis, something like that. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, they was giving Ratchet Clank a celebration of their hero work for all these years of protecting the galaxy, etc., etc., etc. But then, of course, the notorious Dr. Nefarious, one of the Ratchet Clank's nemesis, enemies, whatever, you know, that he came back to cause havoc. And this, that, and the third. But what made this a lot different was because before the events of Dr. Nefarious about to attack, Clank was given a gift to Ratchet for being his partner for so many years of just saving the galaxy. And what he made him was a Dimensionator, which you guys get from the title and, for of course, the cover, Rift Apart. So different dimensions, and Clank made this gift to Ratchet, you know, so he can help him find his family, his other family of Lombaxes, because, you know, Ratchet in his world is the only Lombax, which will get close to, you know, Rivet. But so, you know, like Ratchet, you know, he's hesitant with that whole thing just because, you know, it's something he wants to find the Lombaxes, but at the same time it's just kind of complicated just because it's like he went through his whole life not really knowing about the Lombaxes too much, so it's like half like you want to know, but then again not really. But besides that point, you know, chaos happened, you know, Ratchet and Clank go against Dr. Nefarious, this and that, and then of course out of nowhere when that was happening, Dr. Nefarious had the Dimensionator, you know, shot the rifts, and Ratchet Clank was going through these rifts back and forth, which y'all have seen from like the trailer when Ratchet Clank Rift Apart was kind of first shown off. So you guys know what I'm talking about. Going through the rift, this, and then out of nowhere, boom! Ratchet went one way, Clank went the other way, and Clank went this whole different world, which then introduced the new character, Rivet, a female Lombax. So, and then, you know, for pretty much the remainder of this plot is obviously Ratchet is trying to go find Clank, and of course, with Rivet, they are going to try to go ahead and stop Dr. Nefarious. So, you know, and that's basically the main of the plot. Just Ratchet and Clank and Rivet try to go stop Dr. Nefarious to mess up the world, because with the rifts, y'all, are causing to so much havoc, and that's you know, and they try to stop it. Pretty much that's the plot. That's really pretty much the plot. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to my pros and cons. So my first pro I could go ahead and give for Ratchet and Clank is story. The story is solid, y'all. Like, it's just going, even though I basically, you know, with the plot, where I told you, like, you know what I'm saying, the plot is not the craziest thing about this game, but it's just a point that even though it's simple, it's still effective of how you be engaged of going through these missions. Like, y'all, like, it's so fun. It's so fun, like, going through the story, get engaged with the characters, the Ratchet Clank Rivet, and all of this. And like, just because now this Ratchet Clank is kind of more like an open world ish, so that's one of the biggest plus for me. I like how they still kind of like Insomniac still give you that formula of a Ratchet and Clank, but it gives you kind of like that little open world. It's like, you know, just I feel like, you know, it's a little more open in the world to do more stuff, let alone than just feeling like you just do this one thing, go to the next mission, do this one thing, go to the next. No, like, you can do a few stuff here and there, which I'm really pleased with that. Alright, y'all, so the pro I can go ahead and give for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is the characters in combat. Y'all, like, the characters in this, which in Ratchet Clank overall, the characters they have in the games are memorable, but this one is like, for me, because like Rift Apart is like the first Ratchet Clank game I played in a long time. I think the last Ratchet Clank I played was the one on PS4, which, you know, was okay, even though it was supposed to be a reimagine of the first game, which not to say is a bad game by all means, but I know like it was kind of remastered of the first game. But playing Rift Apart, y'all, like, it just made me really love the game. Like, I really love the characters. I really loved, and like the biggest thing was the combat, y'all. The combat was so fun, y'all. It was so fun. From just using all these different weapons and guns that you have, y'all, it was insane. Like, y'all can see a little bit of where I'm playing right now as Rivet, of some of the weapons I be using, and like some of them y'all probably seeing like, dang, like he just killed these enemies left and right. Well, it was because too, y'all, like some of the weapons I maxed them out to the max, so they are OP for most of the weapons I use on there. So just to let you know about that. But yeah, y'all, it's just so fun. Like, the gameplay of this game is so fun, and from going through the rifts, from like doing your little dash, will show you like a kind of the phantom dash. Like, you move, and you see like three images of your own self, and this and that and the third. Like, it's just so fun, y'all. Like, y'all seeing the clip up here, like, it's just so fun. It's a lot of stuff going on. And then like I said, with the characters, they're so memorable. And one of the biggest ones I would say was Rivet. Even though you guys gotta guess she's a female long back, says she basically like another Ratchet. But what I like about with Rivet is that like she has a personality that is her own. It doesn't feel like, oh, just a Ratchet clone. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's basically like another Ratchet, like whatever. No, like Rivet has her own personality that you can feel like that, you know, she is her own character. She not feel like she copying off another character. Like, that's what I really like about Rift Apart. Like, each character that you meet is just so memorable, and just like I said, it's just really engaging, all that, and I just really enjoy it. Now, my third pro I could go ahead and give for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is the challenge, y'all. The challenge. Y'all, this game is very challenging, and I love that the most about this game. It's challenging. But the thing is, of course, I changed the difficulty to challenging, like really challenging for me. Because my thing is, y'all, with Ratchet & Clank, it always been kind of on games, like, it's not like it's the easiest, but you know how it's like, it's easy enough. So I was like, when this time I played it, I was like, you know what? I always play a game in a normal, but I was like, nah, like for Ratchet Clank, I kind of want to have a challenge. And my difficulty that I had, I think it was like resistant leader. I think that's what it was. So it was like it's hard, but it's not like hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like in that sweet spot. Like, you gonna get the challenge, but it's good enough challenge that you don't feel like it's so overwhelming. Like, that's the best way I can put it. And when I set that challenge, y'all, boy, what, y'all? That mess was mad difficult. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I was getting my butt whooped a couple of times, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got my butt whooped a couple times playing some of these missions and dying a lot. But it improved my skills so much of my dodging, my timing, my fighting, all that. Like, I was going in. And like I said, I did beat the game. So, like, that tells you right there. Like, I really love that challenge, y'all. And Ratchet Clank, y'all, if you wanted to play this to get the fullest, play it on hard, or at least, like I said, realistic leader. I ain't saying the hardest difficulty. I ain't saying that, because I'm not aware of the hardest difficulty yet. Not yet. Because I will, I don't know when I'm going to come back to play Rift Apart again. But I will say that, like, with Rift Apart, I know for a fact, it's definitely something that, like, when I come back to it, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty and see if can I beat the game again. But you know, that's a huge plus for a game like Ratchet Clank. That's a huge plus for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the pros. Now let me go ahead and go to the cons. So honestly, y'all, there ain't really much cons I can really give this game at much, because I really enjoy this game heavy. But there's a few things that I feel like I didn't care for. And just, like, you know, sometimes it's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's like, everybody got their own opinions about stuff, what they like or don't like, whatever. But to me, it was really like, don't like. It just some stuff I feel like I wish they done this or kind of done that type thing. But alright, but my first con I could go ahead and give Ratchet Clank Rift Apart is not enough side missions, y'all. See, this the thing, y'all. Like, I really enjoyed the game. I really did. But at the same time, y'all, I wish it was more side missions in the game. I really did, because it's like going through the story was cool. I really like going through each world, taking my time in each world, understanding this, that, and third. Like, it was fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really fun. But at the same time, I wish it was more side missions for me to do, because, like, I felt like my thing was the more progression I got into the game, I was like, dang, like, I'm getting close to the end of this game, man. I'm just looking like, is there any side quests for me to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing my collectibles and this and that, the third, but I was like, is there any more side missions to do? Like, you know, it's not, you know how, like, you want to beat the game, but at the same time, like, you want to kind of, like, let me do a little bit, I want to do a little more side stuff before I beat this game, so you feel more like complete with it. And the thing was, it didn't. And it's like, like, I mean, it was not the end of the world. I mean, like, I feel like for what they provided, they gave me a good amount of side missions, like a little bit. But at the same time, I wish it was more. But I know that, of course, they had the pocket dimensions that you go in to collect your gear and this, that, and third. But still, though, y'all, I just felt like, dang, I wanted a little bit more. Just a little bit more. A second con I could go ahead and give for Ratchet Clank Rift Apart is, this is me personally only, y'all. The story wasn't long enough. Like, okay, like, hear me out for this one, y'all. So I do feel like for the length of Ratchet Clank Rift Apart it was a good lengthy game for what they were making. Like, is it like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like, I'll say me, it's basically I'm just trying to say is that I wish it was a little bit longer. But that's just a me thing, though. Like, I feel like the game itself, for the length you play, the many hours you play into it, it's lengthy enough for a Ratchet Clank game, but I wish it was a little bit more as far for the story, so I can explore more of this fun world that I was playing. So, but that's just me personally. I just wish like it was just a little bit more content added into that story that I feel like, all right, now now we're talking. But it was still a good game, no doubt. But that was probably the one thing I was like, dang, I wish it was just a little bit longer, and that was about it. And I'm trying to think, is there a third con I could give for the game? Not really. I think it was just really just on main 2 for me, honestly, with playing this game. But it's that. Ain't really no other con I could really give it. Like, everything is spot on. Oh, and I forgot to give this other pro for this game, the cinematic. That cinematic, y'all, it looks so crisp. The character details, everything, it looks so crisp, y'all. But, yeah, but I only had just on 2 cons, because I don't really have a third one, so that's a good thing. But now, before I talk about the spoilers, let me go ahead and give my overall rating for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, y'all. So, if I had to rate Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart at a 1 out of 10, y'all probably already guess what my rating is going to be. A straight out 10 out of 10, y'all. But that's like, of course, like with most games, if I give it a 10 out of 10, it's just my opinion, and I do feel like it deserves that title. Like, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, y'all, is probably, to me, one of the best Ratchet & Clank games I ever played. The thing is, like, y'all, with me, with Ratchet & Clank, it's like, I'm a fan of the series, but I'm not, like, the biggest into Ratchet & Clank. But I will say, after playing Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, my interest in the series had grown so much. It's at the level for me at a Sly Cooper and a Jack and Daxter. That's how real it got for me from playing Rift Apart. I was like, all right, I'm like, Rift Apart is a Ratchet Clank game. I know I'm going to have some fun with it, but I didn't realize I was going to have this much fun into the game. I was having like some mad fun with this game. So I was like, man, like this is up there with Sly Cooper and Jack and Daxter to me. I'm just like, man, Insomniac killed this game. They killed it. It was so good. I was like, man, from quality, from the gameplay, and just overall, just the game they made. I was like, Insomniac, they don't miss. I give Insomniac props. Like, they don't miss, y'all. Like, they made some quality games, and this is definitely a hit. Ratchet Clank Rift Apart is, like, to me, like I said, definitely the best Ratchet Clank games I ever played. And my thing about it, I just feel like it sucks that I feel like I never really got a chance to play like the other Ratchet Clank games like too much. Like the ones like I would say probably in the PS3 era. Like it was a whole bunch of different Ratchet Clank games, but like I know it was like All for One. I mean, yeah, All for One, and that's just a few that I could think of off the top of my head. And then, of course, I played the remaster of the Ratchet Clank for the PS4. But you guys get what I'm talking about. Like, it's something I don't miss, y'all. I gotta give the Insomniac props. Like, they made a wonderful game, and I am pleased playing this game. And what's so cool about it, y'all, that Ratchet Clank Rift Apart, that is the first PS5 game that I played off my PS5 when I had got it, when I did that video and stuff. So, I was really excited. And, like, for the game for what it is, it makes me want to come back and play it, which is a plus. I don't know when I'm going to play it again, but all I know is when I do, I'm going to play on the hardest difficulty. I want to really test my skills out. Can I beat the game on the hardest difficulty? And that's the challenge, right? That's the challenge. But I know whenever I get back onto it, I'm going to be ready. Alright, y'all. Now, I talked about everything. Now I'm about to go ahead and go to the spoilers. But I'm going to have a siren like right here, y'all. So, you don't feel like, oh, don't spoil nothing, whatever. Yeah, like, what I'm saying, just give me a few seconds and I'll start the spoiler. Alright, guys, time for the spoilers. Alright, So with the spoilers, y'all, ain't nothing too crazy because, you know, like I said, for the plot, it's a Ratchet Clank game. You know the villains. Well, at least to me, it just Dr. Nefarious. That was the biggest one out of everything. And I guess he's one of the most reoccurring villains in Ratchet Clank. I'm guessing, because I can't think of no other villain Ratchet Clank has on top of my head. Because like I'm saying, I want to say, I don't know how to say it. I want to say I'm new to the series, but you know how it's like you haven't played the other games to really got a chance to really see what other villains that Ratchet Clank went through. But I know Dr. Nefarious had to be more likely the biggest one constantly. But anyway, you know, with Ratchet Clank and Rivet and Kit, you know, they work together, you know, and then of course I didn't say Kit in the other one, but y'all more likely should know that if there's a Ratchet and Clank, there is a Rivet and then Kit, you know, another robot like Clank. So, you know, and you know, with just with everything that happened when Rivet found out that Kit was the one that was the warbot that blew off her arm. And, you know, Rivet kind of felt resistant to her, which is understandable because you're the reason I lost my arm. But then, you know, of course, like when she came back, they worked together. Of course, Ratchet Clank, they worked together to fight Dr. Nefarious and, of course, the Emperor Nefarious in Rivet's world. And how they went ahead, they fought them, boom, boom, boom. Oh, end of the day, say the day, everything's good. And then, like, you know, they were talking about, well, like, you know, before you go back to your world, so we'll probably make a few pit stops. And, you know, from the credits, y'all, you know how they were just showing just different imagery of some of the stuff Ratchet and Clank and Rivet and Kit, they did together, this, that, and third, just hanging out, being friends, whatever. But one of my biggest things is this, though. Like, after the beating that game, it did kind of question me, like, is there more for Ratchet Clank? And of course, more likely, it's gonna be another Ratchet Clank. But it's like from this game, the end didn't really have nothing that you're like, oh, another Ratchet Clank game. Like, couldn't really say that, but no doubt, there's more like gonna be another Ratchet and Clank game. But I wonder if, like, when they do another one. Well, hopefully. I mean, no doubt. I feel like if somebody will make another Ratchet and Clank, there's no doubt in my mind. But hopefully they do, because I want to see, like, what would be another Ratchet Clank game. And I feel like more likely it's going to have to deal with the Lombaxes, and they're going to have the and hopefully, because I really do like Rivet. I really like Rivet, and I like, you know, the team up with Ratchet and Clank and Rivet and Kit. I really like that, so I really hope that Rivet becomes more a reoccurring character. And I feel like no doubt it's something that's going to keep her and put her more games, which I'm hoping for that, because it just like it was like I said, she had her own personality and she was just a good character. And I don't feel like somebody is just going to use her as a throwaway character. So I feel like if I mean, I don't know what would be like. I don't know if they're gonna. Yeah, I'll say I don't know how they would do this. The next Ratchet and Clank game, would it be like? I mean, I know what they want to call it, Rift Apart 2, but still like with it, like. Basically, I'm just saying, just like, even though this is just a placeholder right now. So, like, if say like they did a Rift Apart 2, so would that be like Ratchet Clank and Rivet and Kit come together and they gonna go to the Lombax world and learn about more of the Lombaxes and, of course, some threat that they gotta take out. That's what I'm kind of thinking, like, would that be like the next Ratchet Clank game? Well, but time will tell. We will see. But overall, that is it of the video, y'all. That is it for the video. Black Wolves. So go ahead and please go ahead and hit the like, the bell, subscribe, man. I say this all in my other videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so you can join the 9197 Wolfpack. This is a fun kickback gaming channel which has the greatest community in the world, which is you guys, the Black Wolves. So go ahead and spread the word to your friends and family who likes gaming, so they can go ahead and join the Wolfpack, because everybody's welcome to the pack. And I think I just repeat myself. I don't know. Maybe not. But Before I end this, y'all, I just want to say, like, please write down below your thoughts on Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. Do you like it? Do y'all didn't like it? Please write down below. But of course, I always say this, though. I always say this. If you go right in the comment section, please do not spoil it for anybody else watching this video. Please don't. But alright, guys, I love y'all. Peace. God bless y'all. TGDS 9197 out.